that snow. And good afternoon, I'm Rod Fritz. Here's what we're following in the WBZ newsroom.
This is going to be a powerful storm, and will go into the record books as in the top 5 storms in Boston, maybe almost up to the top, as we get some snowfall amounts over 24 inches.
A 4 o'clock deadline.
The governor orders a travel ban on all state roads. We have to have as many people off the roads as possible. I'm Lana Jones.
And here are the 4 words you hear every storm. Check with your airlines.
The focus is on battling Mother Nature on takeoffs and departures. I'm Mark Canning at Logan Airport.
Gearing up for power outages.
The recovery will be slow. People should prepare for that.
And on Wall Street.
The Dow is up 42 points, and sales in the U.S. lift 4 notches. The Market Watch report coming up.
WBZ News Time, 2:31, and good afternoon. Well, it looks like it's down harder now than it has been most of the day. Just as predicted, of course, by WBZ Active Media Editor Barry Burbank, who's with me now, and we've been tracking this thing for days here, Barry. Actually, these were 2 storms that, have they joined together yet?
Not yet. No, that merger has not been completed yet, Rod, but it will be doing that overnight tonight. So when it does that, there'll be explosive development of this storm. Not to say that it isn't intense already on the coastline off Virginia coast as it's coming out northeastward. But there will be explosive development, almost what we call bombogenesis, really deepening quickly. So what we have is some warm air along the coast with relatively warm air. What I'm saying, we have sort of a wetter type snow, but cold air is just to the north, and it's not going to take much for this coastal front to shift, and the wind shifts and brings the cold air down, and we get into a fluffier type snow, which is a good thing because we don't want the heavy wet snow to weigh down in the tree limbs, and with wind that would cause perhaps additional power outages. We still run the risk of power outages, though, just the same, because of the strength of the wind, which we'll be picking up later today and tonight. So be prepared for that, and be prepared for, as we've been saying, we said would be probably 1 or 2 inches by 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and by 7 o'clock there should be close to 5 inches, and then we'll probably get an initial 10 to 12 inches above that by 1 a.m., so we're talking 17 or 18 inches by 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and then probably another 6 to 10 inches on top of that. So you add it all up, and you get around 2 feet or more.
I need a calculator.
The fluff factor is going to be, again, influencing parts of Metro West where it's a fluffier type snow. More to say as we go along in this storm run.
All right, very good, Barry Burbank. Thanks very much. And by the way, folks, you have an hour and a half or so to get to where you're going before the travel ban goes into effect here on Massachusetts highways. WBZ's Lana Jones out in Framingham.
Public safety vehicles will be allowed out there, but most of the rest of us face penalties that include prison time and or fines if we violate. To emphasize how critical it is that non-essential travel on the roads cease during this storm and in the immediate aftermath. Again, there are exceptions besides public safety and utility vehicles, and MEMA Director Kurt Schwartz says there are some in the private sector.
Services connected to fuel delivery, commodities delivery, utilities, hospitals, and health care.
The ban will be lifted when the state determines it is safe to go out. At the MEMA bunker, Lana Jones, WBZ News Radio 1030.
WBZ News Time 2:33. Subaru dealers of New England all-wheel drive traffic on the 3s. We're going to check in with Mark Caddick at the airport coming up. But first, we check in with Nicole Davis.
Very much, Rod. Yeah, certainly Logan is open as far as we continue to hear, but flights, the situation is continuing to get iffy as the travel conditions decrease very quickly. Amtrak and bus services have also already been shut down. All MBTA service, you've got just about under an hour to get to all where you have to go on the MBTA. That's subway, commuter rail, buses, you name it. All MBTA service will be shut down. And, of course, we do have our state of emergency. All non-essential vehicles off the roads by 4 o'clock, so keep that in mind. The time is ticking. South of town, Route 3, we still have that spin out by Derby Street sitting in the median. Only 1 lane gets by in both directions. The expressway northbound, watch for a spin out as well prior to Granite Ave. North of town, Route 1 northbound, they're trying to clear a crash, taking up the left lane at least by Route 16 in Revere. Also 128 southbound, we have a multi-car crash. It's still blocking travel lanes right by School Street in Manchester. Out west, the Mass Pike, we have tandem trucks and propane haulers banned from the Mass Pike because of the storm. Keep in mind the speed limit's also taking down to 40 miles an hour between exits 1 and 6, and they are not collecting tolls for the remainder of the storm. Next report at 2:43 on WBZ's Traffic on the 3s. Wake up to the breakfast power sandwich at Panera Bread. It starts with a freshly cracked egg, lean ham, and Vermont white cheddar, all grilled on freshly baked whole grain. Power up this morning at your neighborhood Panera Bread.
National Grid wants you to be safe and prepared for Winter Storm Nemo. For safety tips and service updates, go to nationalgrid.com. National Grid, here with you, here for you.
Are you looking to save money? Planning a project? Ready to start your home improvement? Then don't miss the Suburban Boston Home Show this Friday, February 8th through Sunday, February 10th at the Shriners Auditorium in Wilmington. And enjoy free admission. Whether you're about to start a project or you're just looking, you can explore the latest in kitchens, bathrooms, windows, doors, roofing, siding, flooring, gutters, general contractors, and fabulous landscape exhibits. Check out hundreds of products and services. Speak with the experts. Get the right answers. Shop, compare, and save. For more information on the Suburban Boston Home Show this Friday, February 8th through Sunday, February 10th, visit homeshowsradio.com or call 888-560-EXPO. The Shriners Auditorium in Wilmington is less than half a mile off I-93 at exit 39. Visit homeshowsradio.com for hours and directions to the home show. Free admission to the home show is sponsored by Moynihan Lumber.
WBZ News Time, 2:36, 30 degrees in Boston. Winds picked up a lot out of the east-northeast now with gusts over 30 miles an hour at the moment. Over at Logan Airport, they're feeling that wind and the snow. Though Logan Airport will remain open, it's doubtful to be anything flying out of the airport at all today. Let's check in with WBZ's Mark Caddick at the airport. Mark, what's going on now?
Well, Rod, you're right. Massport Ed Frenny said that there will be no planes left at Logan Airport after 3 o'clock, less than 30 minutes from now. Some of the last flights about to go out, and nothing coming back into Logan until probably sometime Saturday evening. Frenny says between 3 p.m. and tomorrow night, they're going to have the crews out trying to keep at least one runway clear as best as possible to stay ahead of the storm. However, if the winds really pick up and becomes dangerous and visibility poor, they will pull their crews from the runways, and then they're going to have to play catch-up all day tomorrow. Freddie says right now they're looking at some arrivals coming back in sometime tomorrow night, some departures on Sunday morning, but there won't be normal operations at Logan Airport until Monday or Tuesday because of this storm. At Logan Airport, Mark Caddick, WBZ News Radio, 1030.
All right, Mark, thanks. WBZ's Ben Parker at City Hall in Boston says the mayor gave some common sense advice today.
Boston Mayor Tom Menino has been meeting with his snow team, representatives from different agencies in the city, and the mayor says the number one goal right now is to make sure people stay safe. And the mayor says the storm needs to be taken very seriously.
This is a storm of major proportion. Stay off the roads. Stay home. Let the public works crews do their job for the next 48 to 72 hours.
And public works crews are ready with 34,000 tons of salt and some 600 pieces of equipment. Boston Fire, EMS, and police have extra crews on, and the city's shelters are all open for those who don't have a place to go during the storm. At Boston City Hall, Ben Parker, WBZ News Radio 1030.
And the Blizzard changing things up for the Bruins this afternoon, and Bruins fans, the team has announced that tomorrow's game against the Tampa Bay Lightning is now moved to 7 o'clock. The game originally scheduled for 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon at the Garden. It's moved to 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. Bruins and Lightning game is on 7 o'clock tomorrow night. WBZ News Time, 2:38. Let's check business news now with Elisa Parenti of ArgoWatch.com.